Hello everybody, I need to get my phone to see if the stream is streaming or not, because if it's not, then obviously it's worthless to me. Hello everybody, I need to get my phone to see if the stream is streaming or not, because if it's not, then obviously it's worthless to me. Okay. Seems to be working. And we can turn this up too, because this was lower because I was playing at night. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that we want to do. Okay. Really happy about this. We have the mitten crab one. I do think we want to have 3 things of mitten crabs, just so we can have pay respects to a fallen hero. So what we're gonna do is we'll put. That's not an elegant mushroom. 'Tis a penis. Perfect. So any and all shopping baskets are going to stay because we need to make one particular item. So we need to get 2 of these out of storage to make a DIY that we want. Yeah. Better safe than sorry. So we'll have 1 extra shopping basket that we can do whatever with. We also, as you can probably tell, we sold a whole lot of turnips yesterday. My good friend Taika, who I've been playing with, and who's been so nice as to help me with some fences when I really had none. Helped by their mum is a total gamer, and they had $475 turnips. So I was like, whoo! Because that's a big number. So what we want to do. We'll talk to Sherwood. I like Sherwood. I just know that there's one here, so it's easier. Jesus, dying. It's a furniture item. And we can change the color of it as well, which is going to be fairly useful. Because I can almost tell that I don't want orange. Like, it just... Orange and brown are too similar of a color. I would like something that just like stands out a bit more. Green is nice, honestly. I think green could be really nice. Blue is pretty standard. I think it's either going to be blue or green. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Is this going to be our first ever pierfish? Finally, we have a pierfish. Jesus Christ. Too bad the museum's closed. This is Nan sounds right. I was about to say Bam. That's a different... That's a deer. not a goat. I like how their house is just like is just a black version of Chevrolet's. They really paid a little bit of attention, and it's also like I think reversed, which is really funny. Man, look how nice it is. Then they have a picture of Chevrolet there. If I can get like a sealed envelope item, I do want to give it to both of them. Okay, so as I've been, I believe I'm now knowledgeable. The way that it works is you can only demolish or build a bridge per day. You can't do 3 actions, you can only do 2. So, either we get rid of this bridge, and then we build the bridge here, the next day. Ooh, finally we have a pink mom, that's really, really nice. Museum is obviously getting renovated today. However, thankfully, we now have this path as well, which is really nice. However, yet again, that means that there's more stuff. There's always more stuff in this game. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing, most likely off camera today, is really focusing in on getting a lot of stuff. A lot of not as interesting stuff. Like, obviously when I build the cliffs are going to be built on stream for you guys. But as they are currently, I'm not going to, do anything crazy. I think I'll release this bug because we don't need it. And then we'll have our inventory like this, so then if we find 4 fossils, they're just in a straight line. Super easy for us. So one of the things that we've done to the island is we have this area now, and the way it's going to work is that this area is going to be fairly cliffy on the other side for a fair bit, but this area here is going to be the way you get over, and there's like this little alcove here. I don't know if it's going to be a cute and special thing or not. I'm hoping that these are the special reds. They could just be regular reds, so I am a bit worried. But time will tell. If we see a singular, I think it's purple, yeah. If we see a singular purple pansy, then we know that it's legit. But yeah, one of the things I really want to do today is knock down the 3rd floor, because the 3rd story is only going to be for very particular things on this island. Otherwise, it's like literally not going to be used. We're having a pond on the 1st floor and a pond on the 2nd floor, as well as a river on the floor as well. So we're going to need to get all of these trees up here on both of them to the ground level. I am happy with the 2nd floor, like most of it, so it'll just be a lot of like reshaping and stuff like that, which generally won't be too like annoying, time taxing. Well, hopefully at least. Muting myself so you guys don't have to hear my terrible cough. And today is also the final day for Mira, so we'll have Mira on our island, which is going to be awesome as well. So we have a lot of money to build bridges and stuff, so that's also very exciting. Now then. I think there's one. Oh, we can't even assess fossils because the museum's closed. Well, it's always good to get them anyway. We can assess them tomorrow. I know that you can't get the same challenge in the same... Oh my god, yes, we can finally fix this too, Jesus. So many little things. Pardon me, my throat. That's going to be able to be changed is going to be so nice. Again, we need the park bench for this area. And we're going to need to buy those customization kits. We have KK singing for us today. So we'll listen to them. Okay, so I have to literally talk to him. I'm the slider. I slide into your DMs. Okay. But yeah, one thing I'm really excited about is we have access to... What the hell is that? Probably we have a cocaine lab. It's the Jesse in the show. We'll get this DIY book because we may as well. I get both of these brick floorings. Because what I'm thinking is I have the black brick flooring for the, I might even buy this just in case. But essentially I want to have the kitchen and the bathroom essentially mirror each other. Ooh, customize items too for a lot of points. Oh, we have another basic one. Well, that's definitely gonna help. Oh, I didn't check turnip prices. I know it's not like, doesn't matter, but yeah. We'll have a look just to see if it's anything crazy. Okay. At the very least, I probably could have sold at that amount and a little bit of profit, but we earned so much profit. We also bought some items that we can customize. Ooh, one of the things we can actually do now is go to Halves Island. I didn't even think of that. We can get Red and Cyrus. So the main thing we want to think about right now is what is impeding the most amount of customization progress on the island. And Annalisa is a bit there because it's like, you know, river. But I don't think I'm going to be building any of the housing areas just yet. So I think it is actually... The fuck? I literally was getting Mira to the island and he was like, no, we're gonna get this person. Fuck you, game. We do need to fix these at some point. Because I do want to have like actually better clothing. right, we can customize the shopping carts. And we'll customize one of our items. One of the fishing rods that isn't being used, I guess. There we go. Now we just need to talk to one more villager. And there's that. So one of the things we're going to need to make is the robot hero, which will be very painful. Fair enough. Yeah. I kind of want the log wall fence, not gonna lie. Be a robot hero, something that we want. It's gonna be a very long time before we get it. I think we'll get the stone path, because there are legitimately paths I want to do that I require that type of path. Ordinances. We'll change the tune at some point. Bell a boom. Yes. So today we won't really focus on making any money, which we don't need to because we already have so much money. And we will also demolish a bridge today. So then when we do have the ability to get a lot of money, then we can worry about it. Yep. Oh, that's right. I remember. It says that. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll go and do the other thing first then. And then I wasn't able to. I think getting buildings in line is going to be a lot better for us at this point. Fine. We have to do this little cutscene. I love that one of my subscribers is just the Eto Blair. Shout out to Danny Alsico7 for having the Eto Blair, and AC fan for being an Animal Crossing fan. That's a few really interesting names. Hello, Nook. I require the moving house. Okay, so moving my house is a dedicated singular action. I can't do anything else. That's fine. So the only other thing is that we need to get dark. I maybe get like the dark dirt for this. But that's more when we get, that one's like the last one we need to do, because we can wait for that, you know what I mean? So what we'll do is we will redeem our Nookmar Plus for talking to people today. If only life was that simple. And then we'll Island Designer. We now have the cliff permit, so we can actually now change our cliffs as well. Yes, we shall. We'll just be adding some general pathing to these places now that people have moved out of the way, and we can actually do that. So, this is where the museum's gonna be. So first, we'll fix up all the pathing here. Like so. Really nice entrance. We're gonna have more lilies on the side here, just to add that touch of flowers, as well as we're gonna have lilies here and a statue, one here and one here. So there's gonna be a good display of all the different type of art, and then obviously everyone knows the bugs and fish. Okay, one forward. Let's imagine it. It looks so good. But yeah. I think the museum is going to look really nice in its location, and it should be one of the locations that finish fairly quickly if I think about it. And that will mean that this pathway here is then opened up, which means we can do more stuff. Obviously one of the things we could do if we really want to kind of spec into the idea that we have like certain areas, like this entire area is like meant to be like commerce and stuff like that. We could try to have a farm and maybe even just have a villager who's like the person who does the farms, which would be very funny considering how one of the most important jobs sometimes has the least amount of people working it. There we go. That works nicely as well with the blue and red kind of color clash. And I think with green it would have been too. It would have like not. It would have blended in a bit too much. So yeah. Now all we need here is another orange rose, the bench, and then obviously the other specialized tulips. Sorry, tulips. Then here we're gonna have pansies here, and then like here, and then like a few here and here. Obviously like the lower value ones are gonna be in the areas where there's gonna be less of them. I do want to have like a mannequin standing here, just because I do think that would be kind of cool. But I could also have the mannequins be here. Like, we'll have to see, because we'll have to see how much space the Able Sisters building actually takes. Because I think it's only going to be up to here, so we should have 2 rows here. And if we do, we could easily have, like, a 2x3 section here dedicated to, like, 2 mannequins, you know what I mean? And then have, like, 2 flowers here, 2 flowers here, and, like, a few flowers here. Yeah, so we'll have like oranges here, like the orange red. And then yeah, we'll have like, cause yeah, it's kind of hard cause so many good ones. I guess I'll have blues at the front here, and then have like maybe like red and then yellow because that's orange. Then we'll have like white here because white makes the purple, and or maybe we'll have yellow up top and then red closer to the orange. No, it's just having a little nap. And then over here we'll have other ones. What else do we need to do immediately? So we've done all of the bridge stuff and the moving. So there's nothing we can do about that now. So I guess what we'll do is just go to Halves Island and see what the upgrades we can do is. And then we'll do a grand tour. I'll probably literally record a video for my YouTube. Maybe. Like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually do YouTube videos on Animal Crossing. Because I just feel like it would be a bit too much Animal Crossing. Like, we already stream it, but at the same time it might be nice. I would like to fly. Visit Halve. I wonder how many people are like, they're wearing something weird. I will, like, I can legit show you photos from, like, 2020 of me wearing the exact same outfit. I have worn this, pretty much this outfit for, like, when did New Leaf come out? I love that. Halves gone AWOL, prepare for the worst. Just like, ah, yes. Oh, it's a cutscene. I think Halves a really cool addition to this game. I love that for this game, they really went into making couples. Like you have Harriet and Harvey kind of as like a couple. In the previous game we had Reese and Cyrus, and we also have CJ and Flick in this game. It's really nice to see love bloom in the battlefield of Animal Crossing. Oh jeez, the dog's going crazy. Yep. So we really care about Red, and I feel like Cyrus and Reese and Cyrus. So I think this is Tordama. The fortunes can be really good though as well. Let's have a look at what they're going for. Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely getting Red. I love these ones. These ones are so cute. Look at them, they have a mustache. Yes, you can. So that should mean that we have a Red. I think this is Kix. Oh, we can't even do another one, okay. Yeah, so Reese and Cyrus will do the next day, and building a bridge tomorrow. So because of that, we should generally be pretty okay. Back to the island we go. Back to the island we go. Yeah, so we'll give the little tour of the island that we've done so far. And hopefully, people will be excited and enjoy the changes and evolution, I would say, of the islands. So obviously, the first two sections are Nook's Cranny, which we've done a lot of over the few streams. I think it's stream 15 today. So this is our Nook's Cranny area. Obviously we're missing a few flowers, but other than that, we're pretty much fully done. We have money trees and stuff, and I think it's worked really well. I do want to have hedge fencing in these middle parts here, just to cut back on the amount of shrubs. And then on the other side, obviously it's not placed in yet, we're going to have the Able Sisters. We're going to have like some mannequins here. There's going to be a lot of different pansies, sorry. Obviously these aren't going to be the final ones, this is kind of this proof of concept. But these are going to be the, like, you know, we have a male side, we have a feminine side. Well, you know, it's fine. And then we have pretty much the same idea going into this, and it's like a little keyboard or piano. We have a little piano pattern. I thought that would be kind of cute. And then going from there, we have what is going to be the lower island pond fishing area with bamboo. So then that way you can actually get your bamboo. I'm probably going to move the rock area to somewhere else. Going up, we then have the museum, which is going to have a statue on both sides of it here, as well as the Pachycephalosaurus right here next to the mammoth. I think that will be fairly cool having two kind of big statues, and because they're going to be statues, not just paintings, and two pretty cool fossils. We then have resident services, which just, you know, has all the fruit and all that nice stuff. We then have some extra fruit trees on the side, and a little like beachy area, connecting the beaches as well. This will be most likely like a small fishing area, or maybe a diving area, I'm not too sure yet. And then moving up from there, my house is currently blocking it. And there's also a balloon that I'll have to get rid of. But this is where the campsite is going to be. So I made it so then the water goes into the town hall. So then we can kind of have this cool effect where, you know, it'll pretty much start here. There'll be some trees and, you know, some like DIY benches and maybe stuff like that. And then on this side we'll have like a campfire near the water, maybe, just in case things go south. They can just chuck the campfire in the water. Probably not good for the water. And the campsite will be here too. And there's a lot of like kind of dense trees as you come into this area, which really adds to the nature theme. I think that's going to be really, really nice. And then going into the last little area here, I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is I have two ideas for this area. One of them is having a villager home with a farm, and then maybe like a regular villager home. The thing is, obviously I want to have access to this side of the river just for fishing purposes. I don't want it to be like, oh no, the fish is over here and I can't catch it, you know what I mean? So either we have like a small path that's like here and it connects to here, and then maybe we have like a cute little display here, which I think would actually be super sweet. We can have like a nice little like thing of like flowers or something here, you know what I mean? And then obviously from there we just have the basic, you know, we'll probably put a house down, maybe two and a farm. But the thing is though, is the farm could be on the other parts. Like yet again, we're only talking about so little land. Like if you actually look here, this like inner eye of the island is pretty much the only part that we've been focusing on. Because as soon as we have the inner eye done, we can really do a lot of work on the other stuff. But yeah, so the main like kind of commerce, you know, like town area is really coming along, and I'm really proud of it. So yeah, hopefully you guys are also just as like excited as I am about all of that. This stuff here is from my little sister. She collects mermaid furniture and stuff, so whenever I get it, I give it to her. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for what's to come. We do have to do the amiibo, because we got someone moved in. I think it's literally another bunny, which is funny. But we have Mira's amiibo, and today's the final day, so we might be able to move out like Rocket or someone who isn't as desirable today, which would legitimately be nice. Yes, I do. It is. Do I seriously have to wreck my Pro Controller again? Okay, we're gonna have to wreck my controller again. Sometimes it works on the top, and then sometimes it's just like, no. Why isn't it working? Is it literally like, did my card actually like break? Can amiibo cards break? It said failed to read, so it has to be that there is an amiibo. There we go. Jesus, I don't know why that took so long. But yeah, we're building a robot hero, and we also have a like Warzone futuristic table bench thing as well. So we literally have everything for her. The only thing we don't have is the rest of the exterior. So she's going to live on the first floor. So we have ground floor, first floor, and actually have cliffs around her, which is fairly unique because there's not going to be too many like second floor, you know, story kind of stuff on the island. It's going to be very dedicated to specific builds, but because she's a superhero and she's going to have her superhero mech, I do think that it is important for her to kind of be in a more secluded area, especially to hide her mech. So we'll head over to where the campsite currently is and get that done. We have so many we're gonna have like 3 bunnies on this island, by the way. It's gonna be great. All different what are they called? Types too. We're gonna have a lazy, what is it called? It's not like normal, but it's something similar. A shell stool is kind of obnoxious, but we'll do that. Yeah, this is one of the most important things to do in this game, is to constantly bring amiibos to your island, because they give you DIY recipes, and sometimes it's impossible otherwise to get those DIYs. Yes, right. So here's the DIY recipes. So be a bit lower. Huh. Oh right, it'll be at the very top because it's a brand new one. Oh, just cowrie shells. Okay. That shouldn't be that hard. Famous last words, but... One. We should pick up all these shells anyway, because at the end of the day we probably have like a sell 10 seashells by the seashore kind of challenge. So, you know, it's always good to get Nook Miles, especially when you're like me and you're really just trying to get like your island to look as nice as possible, as quickly as possible. Yeah, one of the things we will be doing as soon as we can is making a pathway around the island, and especially to where red spawns on the island. I really want to have easy access to things like reds. And I think instead of being very generic and having my lighthouse be here, I'm actually going to have my lighthouse be on top of a little area that I build up there. Just to add a little bit more spice to the island. So, we will go around and get all these seashells. Let's see how many we actually have. We have 2. We have Colton on the island, who I can't wait, but they're going to have a silver and gold armor kind of thing. So one of them will have like silver gear, iron gear, the other one will have gold. But, oh god, it's going to be so expensive. The amount of gold we're going to need for this island is kind of insane. A conch. But we're gonna need like 2 golden suits, a golden helmet, and golden shoes, I believe, as well. Like, they're gonna have literally like an armor stand kind of thing in their backyard. They're gonna have joint backyards, essentially. And they're the guardsmen of the golden altar, which I think you saw down below there. We'll go to it again. So my cute little idea is to have this golden altar here, and all of its goldenness, be like a sacred treasure. And it's gonna have like 4 ruined pillars around it. And then there's gonna be like a golden knight, and if there's a silver knight, there'll be like a silver knight, a golden knight, and then like something in the middle that's a bit more funny. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I might even do a thing where I have like it's like ready, but I have like the curtain, so you can only take a peek at what is there. And then there'll be a skeleton behind it, and it'll be a little bit of a jump scare, a little bit of a funny. Ooh, Pinky gave us a log stool. I believe we already have that one. Let's see if we have any of these seashells in our inventory, as well as dump some stuff from our inventory into our stuff. We don't have much in here, unfortunately. That's the LED sign. It's going to be for our downstairs when we get to that. But one thing we do have is a fairly nice bedroom. I think this bedroom is really cool. I'm just going to sell that. We do have a tuner. I'm going to put that in storage because we do need it. Okay, so let's have a look-see around. I think that's exactly what I need. I think we only need 5 of them, if I'm correct, for this DIY. Let's have a look. Yep, just 5. We'll put the fossils in the front of our house, so then tomorrow when we wake up, we can just nab the fossils and sell them immediately. But yeah, we're going to change this DIY thing to say drink, because we're literally making a like underground like club in our island. That's going to be a cute little joke. Yeah, so we will need a few more trees around this area to kind of really convey the, especially on this side, I think. The way I'm probably going to have it is like one here, one here, one here, with the fence going up to this tree here. And then have like a DIY table here, so there's a lot of trees in this like starting bit. You break through to the river, and then there's the campsite with the fire. And there's like, you know, some benches and fun to be had. So yeah, we'll go to this one here. Craft ourselves Mira's final item, and hopefully she'll kick someone out. Otherwise, I've gotten this amiibo to come here 3 days in a row, and Cleo stole her spot. I don't even know who Cleo is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, Cleo. Because I think Cleo, and I think of Anka, because Cleopatra is an Egyptian ruler. Great Wart, no longer Great Okizeme, I believe their name was. In we go. Hello, Mira. It's kind of crazy that this is how we started our town, our house rather. But yeah, Mira is going to be one of the most expensive villages we make a house for. Probably the most, actually. Because it's a robot hero, it's a 150,000 bell item. It is surrounded by fences. And when it is not surrounded by fences, it's surrounded by terrain, which we then have to decorate. So it's going to be a lot of stuff. Okay. I really hope it's just like a simple system where they say, oh, you need to get rid of someone. Yes, yes. Oh, thank God I can just choose, bubbles. You got it. Thank God. Annalisa and Genji are kind of cool, so they're not on the chopping block immediately. But Bubbles has not been cool ever, so they take they're the biggest loser today. Or they are not the Bachelorette, or whatever other reality TV shows are like. Yeah, so Zucker's home is the last. There's only Sasha and Zucker on the island, so they can both be here. Which is really nice to know that like everyone's homes. Oh wait, there's Annalise as well, right? But yeah, it's really nice knowing that in the coming days there's gonna be a lot of like good stuff going on. Also, I need to have a fishing. There's gonna be a few fishing signs, obviously. There's gonna be like one here to signify that, hey, right here there's a fishing thing. I might even like increase the size of the fishing thing maybe. Because if there is gonna be like only maybe like one home here with a farm or something like that, I could kind of actually make this bigger and have like 2 ponds maybe. Or just like slightly increase the space just to make it work out better, because we could have like a snacks and stuff station here, and then this gets upped by 2, and then we have a path here. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. That seems like a good idea. I don't think we'll path it out. Let's do it. So for the how do I want to do this actually? So if this is going up to here, I'm probably going to use Zen fencing for this. So maybe actually we'll have this all be stone pathing, because it's going to be next to the area that has stone pathing. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so even with this design as well, we can even we can even get rid of this. So, because like with what I've done here, where there's a line and a line on either side of the pathways, this line up here is also going to be essentially what I would call a main highway of the island. So this line here going to here is also going to be one. I might lower this, or maybe we can make it higher as well. I don't know exactly what we're going to do with this part here. I am thinking that this is where the rocks will be. I'm thinking at some point in like near the middle of this area here, we might have another bridge going across, and then from there we'll have 3 rocks on one side and 3 rocks on the other side. I think that's generally a cool idea. So yeah, the pathway will be there. This is what I love about Animal Crossing, and especially this game, is you just always have opportunities to be like, well, what if I did something a little bit more interesting with my island? And it's almost always a really cool moment. That, and I think actually this is 1 too low, so this needs to be like this, because like with this road here, how we have 1 thing on each side, this one is also going to be very similar in that regard. Yeah, so the thing that's also great about this is that with the new extra size, it does mean we can actually have more bamboo. I don't know if there's a bamboo bench, but if there is one, we'll definitely include one. As well as having the, I think there's like a bamboo urban legend where the child comes out of the bamboo sprout, as well as the bamboo speakers that I want here as well, to add a little bit of like, hey, we got a cool item, and also here's some music for the nice pond fishing. Oh yeah, right, I screwed that up. There we go. Maybe one thing we could even do is push this back one. Because it is kind of like very close to like we can't actually travel from here to here. So it might be a good idea to actually push this all back one. Because if we are getting 2 tiles of space, that could actually be very nice. So what we'll do is we'll go get more Zen fencing, and then we will Zen it out. It is funny that there's a lot of Zen fencing. One thing I do like is all different fences. But if they're kind of like similar areas, then it makes sense. That's right, the log fence can be for this area. So this corner piece here is actually going to be a bush at some point. And then it will go into a log fence into the tree here. And same on this side as well. That's how I like changing fences. It's a very easy thing to do. Awesome, I love getting more money. The only problem is the next bridge I want to buy is going to be an expensive one. I could not have it be expensive though at the same time. Okay, so we want ourselves Holly Jolly Merry Christmas. It's so hard to remember when your brain doesn't work. Oh, that's right, Zen fencing. If 11's not enough, we'll just get a little bit of everything. But yeah, we need 30 computer parts. We need 30 iron. We need a rocket. We need, which has its own problems. Like, the robot hero is going to be one of the craziest things. But I would say it's going to be worth it. So this is going to be a snack area. So there's going to be snacks here. Oh, I didn't actually need to get rid of that one. Do I even need... I don't think I need... No, the stone path works for what we're doing. Yeah, so we're gonna move all of this back one. Giving us more room here to put, like, extra bamboo, I guess. And everyone has left. Awesome. And we'll take this. And there we go. We'll have this little nice area here where you can get some like snacks and drinks. Like, it'll be the vendor thing. I really do want this on the have this on the island somewhere, so I'm really happy that we can do that now. Do this and this. Go back to stone. And then we will also be able to do some other stuff as well. So we'll move these bamboo trees to somewhere. There you go. But yeah, essentially I want to make like a little like zen pond area. Literally exactly enough for this area. But yeah, I think this area is going to be really nice. Obviously it's going to be one here. But yeah, there'll be like a bamboo thing in each corner, and then probably a bamboo furniture item next to those, or maybe even like closer to here, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe even just have the bamboo items there, and then we can do some stuff with that. However, we will put this away and we'll put this on the floor, so then tomorrow when I can actually remove this bridge here, we can finalize this little area. So we have a cute little area for like a vending machine and a soda machine that then goes into one of our smaller parks for the island, which then obviously goes into the Able Sisters and feeds into the rest of the island. And then we'll have the path here that goes along. And I do think it's... The only problem is we only have this much space vertically. And that's the real kicker here, is we can definitely do like one person's home here, but probably only one. Now if we really wanted to be silly, we could invite Lucky to our island and have Lucky have a graveyard and have that be something that's on the main island. But that's also fairly dark, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing that. But the other thing as well is, depending on how large this is, we could have 2 villagers live here. Because we could also have another bridge here. Like, I'm not against having a few bridges. Whoops. Because since, like otherwise, like, this area kind of is just like, who cares? Okay, so I was actually wrong. And it is actually the right dimensions. Okay, awesome. I like having, like, one space, below. So that does mean we have an extra vertical space for the houses as well. So I do think that this could legitimately work. Like, I think the middle would be like these two. Maybe. Yeah. And then it could be a more vertical house. But how many tiles is that? So this is 1, 3, 5, 6. Is a 6-tile home really possible? I don't think so. Whoops, daisies. So it would probably have to be 2 vertical houses. Maybe having like one here that has like a little bit of like a, not like a driveway, but like a way to get into it. And then having one here where it's kind of just more there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Always thinking, I think it's always a really good idea to say what you think you want to do, so then you can rationalize it in your head a whole lot better. Because it's a lot harder to try to just like really keep it to yourself and be like, oh yeah, so calculating, you know, how much size is this? Oh, this is a 4x3 building. Okay, how am I gonna, you know, it's a lot harder to kind of like picture that and be able to like really go with a design in that way. At least for me. But yeah, our first 2 residents will be here. I do think Whitney and Olivia would be a fairly nice pick. For people who would want to live like closer to the city. Because I do see an idea for, like, you cross this bridge here, and then there's kind of like, you know, Sasha's house or something, where it's like, hey, I really like fashion, you know, check out my fashion show, that kind of thing. Especially since with these 2, if we do have 2 bridges this far apart, that should be enough to have a house between them. So it could literally be like, yeah, you have a bridge here that then goes into the bridge here, that goes into the secret garden, in which there's also a bridge that's going to be here. So there's like a fairly easy way to get around in this area. I don't think I've seen a green balloon. Nah, I'm gonna have to wait for it to fully cross, I believe. But yeah, imagine how precarious you would feel if like this was your home. Ah yes, I live on the Death Street. Population me. There we go. I've gotten so many freaking marimbas, it's not even funny. But yes, I do want to have the river be around here, and it flows down into this pond in a way where this can kind of continue to go diagonal for a bit. I think that'd be really cool, and with the addition of a extra bridge will actually kind of help make that idea more interesting. Obviously, whatever this bridge is here, it's going to be it's kind of weird because it's not part of any main line, like if you really think about it. Like, it's on the brick road for sure, but it's not like it's gonna be too crazy. Because I don't even know what is gonna be over here immediately either. If it's just gonna be another person's home or not. But I definitely think the idea of having 2 people's homes, but the homes are kind of staggered a bit, works really well. Also, we will have more space because I will be making all of this one tile back. So then we have more space here to actually make housing. Okay, so what else can we do with the inventory that we have? Well, we can fix this for sure, obviously. The other things is I think I will end stream pretty much now, because I also really want to get work done for other series. I'm going to be starting a big course soon, and obviously when I'm doing a big course I can't really spend a lot of my time doing videos, so I'm going to need to really bulk up on those videos, so I hope you all understand. But yeah, today I think we have made pretty good strides in solidifying this area, making the zones better, making it work a whole lot nicer, and hopefully in the future we'll be able to do more with that as well. The only slight thing I'm annoyed about is if this was one lower for the this part, which I could do legitimately. Because I could, yeah, I'll just do that. But the thing is, if I make it one lower, it also impacts the height of this build area here, which is a concern, but I think we'll be fine. But I'll get to that. I'll mark it down so it's known that I want to kind of do that. But yeah, I hope everyone has an absolutely lovely day. We have done so much on the island today, and yesterday the stream didn't go live for some reason, like it was only there for 5 seconds. So obviously, this is the first video, I guess, where we're showing off all the huge changes that we've done to the island. And yeah, I'm really excited about them. So I'll see you all in the next episode. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. I'm going to go and record 80 billion videos. I'll see you next time.